Hey guys, welcome back. This week will be a little different. My best friend for over a decade, Chris, has been woodworking. He had a booth at a local craft fair that I went to. As a disabled Danny Deep Cut, Chris and I were in an office parody video in high school, which brings me to the point of this video because let's be honest. There's no way I'm talented enough to make a video just about a craft show. But this stuff is just a videographer's wet dream. Seriously, this craftsmanship is amazing. Anyway, this week's video will be about...
Wait for it. Wait for it.
The Schurverse. The internet just had that picture. Isn't that convenient? For those not in the know, Michael Schur was behind the powerhouse shows like The Office, Parks and Recreation, Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and The Good Place. Other people obviously played a pivotal role in those shows, but this is my channel.
Whatever, I do what I want.
I'm wearing my new Chris Webby jersey. I'm shooting this on Webby Wednesday, so you know I had to wear it for that. The Office has already been talked about to death. And once again, I don't think I'm nearly talented enough to try and compete. Check out people like Mulverine who dive deeply much better than me. I don't want to get Berg everywhere and not be entertaining. Am I allowed to make that joke? I don't know what YouTube allows.
What are the rules? What are the rules?
Other creators don't have a robot voice though, and I do. That makes me unique. People who are wrong say that The Office was bad after Michael Scott left. Also, we all agree once the show was wrapping up there was a lot of fan service, right? Seriously, right?
I feel like all my kids grew up and then they married each other. It's every parent's dream.
Anyway, The Office without Michael is still The Office. That's not a hot take or anything. Also, Nate is the most underrated character of all time.
Gum's gotten mintier lately, have you noticed?
That's also a hint for later. Winky face. The internet consensus seems to be that Parks and Rec was saved by Chris and Ben. And I actually feel qualified enough to agree.
Happy birthday!
New Pawnee.
Party's over.
No shade towards Paul Schneider. The womanizer did not work with the smug, straight man. You can't really blame anyone for an idea not working out. On top of that, you have Ron Swanson, who is an absolute juggernaut, and I firmly believe everyone wants to be him.
I know what I'm about, son.
Find a more manly man. I'll wait. You also have the genius that is Chris Pratt. A huge thanks needs to be given to this show for introducing him to the world. I'm still waiting, by the way. It was also really cool they had the town of Pawnee represented by these wacky characters.
What's so bad about corn syrup? It's natural. Corn's a fruit. Syrup comes from a bush.
Oh boy.
Bjorn Lurpus of the Pawnee Lurpus family. They were supposed to be a paunch burger in this lot next to my house, and then you strip my freedom by putting a park there. Now if I want to start my day off with a triple-decker pancake breakfast pizza, I gotta go to the one that's 10 minutes away, and that makes me 20 minutes late to work every day. I work at home.
I think we should tax all bad things, like racism and women's vaginas.
Then you have Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I relate very strongly with that show for obvious reasons. But in a landscape where police procedurals are just NCIS insert city. This nonsense.
I see a man using a social disorder as a procedural device.
And whatever Dick Wolf shits out. Are swears allowed on YouTube?
What are the rules? What are the rules?
Check out Skip Intro's channel for an actual nuanced discussion about that, even if I disagree about certain things. Especially when it comes to defunding the police, but like I have said multiple times, this is not the place for it.
Because of the implication.
It's commendable they try to do something different by addressing whether the system works.
Guilty on all charges.
Race.
Abraham Lincoln once said that if you're a racist, I will attack you with the North.
Shit, wrong show. Again, I don't know where we stand on swears.
What are the rules? What are the rules?
I was just walking down the street.
There's nothing suspicious or illegal about that.
Okay, but you and I both know that you don't exactly look like you belong in that neighborhood.
I live there.
Look, 9 out of 10 times they get called to that neighborhood, it's about a guy that looks like you.
Were you responding to a call?
No, but you're missing the point.
No, you're missing the point.
There we go. And police unions.
Hey, don't you go profiling him for what he changed his name to. You can't judge a book by its cover.
You can if it's written by David Duke.
As a side note, John C. McGinley absolutely kills in this role. But that's nothing new.
Well, I don't know what I expected.
That brings us to the good place. I don't have as much experience with this one, I'll be honest. That just means I haven't binged the series multiple times. I've seen every episode, though, no need to worry. I'm not some poser. One thing I wanted to bring up was that I got copyright claimed in my last video. I bring it up after I made jokes about swearing because I wanted to convey this shit is not a joke. Seriously, this is the scene. You can't even watch it without the damn song in your head. What's the plan, YouTube? Are you going to start claiming thoughts now? I know it's not your fault, YouTube, it's your robots. But still, put that shit on a leash or something. It also muted my own words.
That's fucking illegal.
I also forgot to add this footage of Cad Bane, because I'm a goober.
He's a bounty hunter.
And you smart.
Just look at him, casually being badass as shit. I mentioned Nate earlier. I know you guys have been on the edge of your seats, so I won't leave you hanging any longer. You're welcome, by the way. Nate is played by Mark Proksch. I don't even need to listen to know that the robot probably butchered that. Mark, whatever his last name is, also stars in the show What We Do in the Shadows as Colin Robinson, the energy vampire. Mark, whatever his last name is, was born and raised in Onalaska, Wisconsin. Oh God, could you imagine if I did that for everyone? That would be very Colin Robinson of me. No, but seriously, he's a great character.
He's my best friend, he's my pal, he's my homeboy, my rotten soldier, he's my sweet cheese, my good time boy.
I don't think I can talk about Laszlo and Nadia without getting a content strike.
One time they tried going triannual.
Which is bloody pointless, because it takes me at least 6 months to recover from any orgy.
Yes, it does.
So I'll leave that one alone. But Nandor and Guillermo's codependency is great.
It's gone play.
No, it's just asleep.
Arise. Arise. What is arise again? Control-Alt-7?
They use the mockumentary format really well, in my opinion. It's also just nice to see they had a story to tell and finished it where it was at.
There's different kinds of jobs that I have to do. Keep the house tidy, make sure there's no sunlight.
Sunlight! Why, Guillermo? Why?
Thanks. Wow.
I've never felt more alive.
I really should have thought of that.
I'm a vampire.
Yeah.
I'm a vampire! I'm a vampire!
It was sad seeing it come to an end, but it was satisfying to see it concluded. Seriously, go watch the show. I've been really determined to make this video hit the 10-minute mark so it can be monetized. But it's fine if it's a little short, because if I make too much I'll lose my benefits. Our system is clearly fan-fucking-tastic. Oh well, I'll just do less work. Such a burden, right? As you know, I can't use the robot to plug my website. More on that incoming.
Oh, they're coming. The dragons are on their way.
When?
You can join my cult, the Dan Fam, by subscribing. Remember to be gentle while liking this video. I'll see you guys later. Peace out.